Alrighty, it's time to continue on with the reading of Problem Sleuth. Check what is taped onto the bottom of the phone. As you stop, as you stoop to look at the bottom of your phone, your finger slips and you blow the lock off the door. Never mind, what's under the phone? Still loading. God damn my computer. Busters are us, a good way to get ahead. 531, boob. It is a business card for Busts R Us. Probably a brothel, considering the lame double entendre slogan, and the phone number, which is turned upside down, spells boobs. Boobies. Take card. You put the Busts R Us card in your inventory. You also put the phone upright on the back on its hook to make sure you don't miss any important calls from would-be clients. Walk out the room through the now unlocked door. The door will still not open. It appears that it was never locked in the first place. Something must be obscuring its path. Look through the newly made hole in the door. No wonder the door won't open. Blocking it is an enormous and magnificent bust of Ben Stiller in his role at Starsky in the 2004 Retromania comedy remake of Starsky and Hutch. Looking on the floor appears to be an unfortunate bystander, an employee of Busts R Us. He was polishing the bust right in front of the door for some reason. Take the bust sunglasses. You can't reach them. In any case, they are probably just part of the statue, not actual sunglasses. You spend the next half hour trying to reach them. Take a closer look at the mysterious clown picture. The painting is exquisite. There is something funny about his eyes though. Light seems to be shining through from the other side. Look through the eyes of the clown. It's too bright in this room to see anything there. You do think you hear a voice though. You can't tell what it is saying. Throw the cinder block at the door. Throw a cinder block at the door. You're just so angry about not being able to reach those sunglasses you're about to lose it. First consolidate all the scrap wood into a neat pile and then hoist the block towards the door. I'm not going to say next anymore. It sounds like something was knocked loose on the other side. Peer out the window and see what floor you're on. You face east in the room and look out your window. Bright daylight floods the room through the glass. You've always been a stickler for natural light. This is the only source of light in the room. What makes this particularly strange is the fact that it's 10 o'clock in the evening. Take a look outside. It's a view from your third-floor office. You gaze abstractly at the commotion below. Same scene, same faces every day. It's like it hardly ever changes. Not that you can afford to pay much attention to scenery, with your mind wrapped around the latest problems to sleuth, your lips around your flask. Ask the movers with the moving van to remove Starsky statue. You shout towards the moving truck, hoping someone might be willing to bust your problem, so to speak. You do your best to pantomime. You do your best to pantomime of Ben Stiller as the Starsky statue, but it doesn't seem like anyone can see or hear you. Throw a cinder block at window, thereby discovering it's a fake. You think you have a pretty good idea about how your office works by now. Acting upon this hunch, you hoist another cinder block glassward. Look. Pick up shard of glass and put it in your inventory. No clue is too trivial for the keen problem sleuth. Your motto is, let no inventory go uncluttered. What's that? You catch a glimpse of the reflection in your glass. It's the wall behind you. Turn around. Now facing south, you pause to marvel at the beauty of your office wall mural celebrating ethnic diversity. You had it commissioned some time ago by promising young artists best $11,000 you ever spent. Read the note under the coffee. It appears to be another business card. At a glance, one might think it was a calling card for a lady of the night named Muriel, typed with a typo in her name, given the poor spelling exhibited elsewhere. But in closer inspection, it is more likely to be a misspelling for mural, given the smudged out pun about walls. The suggestion is about the suggestion in the phone number is probably regarding an old coat of paint rather than anyone's clothes. It's an easy enough mistake to make, though. You feel sorry for anyone who at this point in the past may have called while under the wrong impression. 1-900 strippist. Using the chair, cinder block, and paneling make a fort. My voice cracked. You slash a Madame Mural card in your inventory and set about making a really cool fort in your office. It's complete with a front step and a chimney. You are really proud of your craftsmanship. Use your imagination to play make-believe. Inside your fort, you are only bound by the walls of your imagination and several small pieces of particle board. Fantasize. This is what being hard-boiled problem sleuth is all about. It's about being strong silent type, oozing with confidence, charisma, and other fine qualities such as not being trapped in your own office. It's about having a working phone, a real desk, not one but two steak dinners, and some hysterical board on the line, yakking about some fella she's got troubles with. Some broad on the line. God damn it. It's always the same thing with dames. You comfort yourself in the sublime fantasy by now and then saying things into the phone such as, "Now calm down a second, toots," and "Hey, take it easy, sweetheart. I can barely understand a word you're saying." Ring, ring. Your call is rudely interrupted by a ringing noise. It can't be the phone because you're already on it. Ring, ring. Sound effects. Something is ringing in your office. Ring, ring. Check it out. Answer the phone in a very hard-boiled way. You pick up the phone and mutter some impatient greeting into the useless receiver. There is no response. Looks like you just lost another client to technical difficulties. Throw the devil phone out the window. You are fed up with the shitty phone. It has screwed you out of a case for the last time. Go look. You're probably going to need to get back somehow. Get that back somehow. Crack open window. Even though the window is broken, you decide to open it. You slide the lower panel upward, but the whole window frame seems to slip from its anchored position. The window comes off the wall altogether. On closer examination, seems to be a false window with a picture inside it. The picture is lit from within, sort of like a sophisticated light box. Put window down. The window light box is plugged into the wall behind it. The false window is concealing a large safe. Place false window in inventory. The false window is way too big to carry around. Stupid. Fuck it. The false window is way too big to carry around, stupid. But you did find a curtain rod and just under the top edge. You never did get around to putting up the drapes. Then again, it never did make much sense to cover up the only source of light in your office. You put the curtain rod in your inventory. Use numbers from the sheet of paper to open the safe. You examine the heavy-duty safe. You must be keeping serious loot in here. Enter the combination. You enter the sequence of numerals from the piece of paper. The combination, however, instead of opening the safe, the dial is simply popped open to reveal a keyhole. It looks like it requires a key that looks more like a house key or a car key rather than one of those old-fashioned looking keys which tend to be littered all around video games, and which you are quite sure have never once seen lying around your office. You don't need this piece of paper anymore. Crumple it up and throw it away. You discarded the piece of paper. Shoot safe. Your key is out of bullets. The cinder block and phone receiver out of false window. Get cinder block and phone receiver out of false window. I can't read. It's a long way down. You'll have to think of a way to reel them in if you want them back. Unplug the window and to conserve electricity. God damn, I'm so confused. You unplug the false window, which is probably burning through electricity with its powerful fluorescent bulbs and strange spiraling wrapped properties. You're not made of money. The room gets dark. Looks through the eyes of the clown. With the room darkened, you should now be able to see through the painting. Next. Damn it! Gadzooks! It's another urban mural. This one in particular unpleasant. You have a feeling it might have been placed there just to annoy you. You hear a voice from the other side. It's hard to tell what it's saying, but you think you can make out the words toots and sweetheart, now and then. It's hard to tell how far away the mural is. The clown's eyes are so close together you can only see through one of them at a time, limiting your depth perception. You wonder what kind of freak this painting was made for. If only you had some sort of thin, expandable implement to poke through the hole to tell how far away it is. Push the curtain rod through one of the clown's eye holes. You feel the curtain rod bump into something not too far into the wall. Get a look at the obstructed view. It is the adjacent office. The man at the desk is talking to a client about some sort of problem which requires sleuthing. It's your loathsome arch nemesis, Ace Dick. He is always scooping you on the best cases. That portly son of a bitch makes your blood boil. Shout insults at Ace Dick through the clown painting. You shout, but he cannot hear you. The walls may be too thick, or he is just engrossed in his conversation. It sounds like he's arguing over a misunderstanding about the nature of the services provided by Butts R Us, and alarmingly large bill for those services. In the dark, you stab your toe in the false safe cover and utter more profanity. Plug the damn window back in. Inflated electric bills or not, you're getting sick of stubbing your toe on things. Dropkick the door. The door bears the brunt of a bottled-up shitstorm brewing within. Examine aftermath of shitstorm. The key, which you can't actually see and now actually know is there, jiggles a bit. You'll have to throw something heavier against the door if you want to knock it loose. You take the cinder block, which is formerly your fort's front step. You decide you could stand apart with it, since you have been stubbing your toe on it consistently since you built it. Clunk. The key still won't jiggle loose. It looks like you'll need to throw an even heavier object at the door. Check out what's on the false safe. Fuck you, Ace. More like Ace retard. Dumb. Since Ace seems so intent on being able to see into your office, it looks like you'll put something up. You put something for him to look at. Take the note. You stash the note to Ace's. You stash. You stash the note to Ace Dick. Investigate coffee machine looking object in the corner. It appears to be some kind of heating unit to keep coffee hot. It looks heavy. Pick it up. It is quite heavy and hot. You contemplate throwing it at the door, but something occurs to you first. You don't want to knock the key on the floor and not be able to reach them. Re the sunglasses fiasco. You'd better be prepared to catch them in something after you throw it. Use hat as a key net, then throw coffee maker. You resolve to catch the key with your hat. You let the ponderous appliance fly. Ponderous appliance fly. Catch the key. With quick reflexes, you shove your hat through the hole in the first to rescue the key. Put hat back in. Pull hat back in. You got the safe key, and you can't think of a safer place for it than where it is now. Playback message on the reel-to-reel. So should I strip first? Yes. You will want to strip thoroughly before I provide my service. Okay, I'm stripping now. You keep the hidden recording device in your office to record anything said that might be incriminating. Unfortunately, the only incriminating statements it recorded were likely made by yourself. Swap the safe key with the candy corn. Your prized confections will be safer here. The recording tape begins to unspool while you're preoccupied. Pee through the clown eyes into A6's office. Alrighty then. You remember you're pissed off at Ace Dick, and in addition to which, you haven't been able to pee once in your 13.5 hours you've been locked in your office. You decide to exact revenge by unleashing the torrent of urine through one of your painting holes, preferably while he's spying on you. Unfortunately, your arm isn't that good, and you don't even come close to getting pee through the holes. The painting is now a smelly mess. Use the key on the safe. I think we'll stop here for now.